It's always bigger than Jamaica. Yeah. Music, it's an international thing. The future of dancehall and reggae music. Wow.
Hey peeps, it's your girl Blessed D Gaza Diva and welcome back to the Blessed D Gaza Diva channel. I've never been more proud in my entire life in a long time. Likkle Vibes did extremely well on stage. Likkle Vibes took the entire on stage last night. From he opened up his mouth to the ending of that interview, he took control. He spoke patois. He spoke English, still maintained a level of intelligence, but he was still able to navigate between both arms, patois, English, effortlessly. And it spoke volumes to his intelligence and his development that we know was happening. And we've come to see it now in the foreground. Vybz Kartel and Short Boss Music, King and Queen. We're going to break it down. We're going to look at the favorite parts of the interview, what I liked best about the interview. And as per usual, we will have a discussion down below in the comment section where you'll tell me where you liked about the interview, were you live to experience it, and did you like the interview overall? So people, last night, Vybz Kartel's firstborn, Adidja Palmer, took to on stage and he shattered it. He detonated it. He made a mockery of what we have come to see other artists do on stage by showing them how it is truly and really done. People, I am not saying this because he's Vybz Kartel's son, but he took control. He was poised. He articulated himself well. He was respectful, and he was able to relay his information in a colloquial manner and also from a proper standard English manner. And that in itself speaks volumes to how talented and intelligent this young man is and will be in the future. So he kicked off the interview, and what I liked most about the interview, kudos to you, Winford. You did your homework this time. Nobody can cuss Winford this time. If you don't cuss Winford this time, no wicked. Winford went, he looked at what he needed to do. Whether he listens to Likkle Vibes or Likkle Addy, that's not the point. And a lot of people are missing it. Oh, him though Winford don't listen to his music, so I want to try force Winford. Nobody's trying to force Winford. Winford is like 50 years almost, if not older. And Likkle Vibes, Likkle Addy is what? 17 and 18 years old, respectively. And by the way, Winford, April 18th, when Likkle Vibes is going to be 18 years old, it's now March 6th. It's going to be a couple days, literally a month and some days from now, not 2 months or 3. So in a month's time, Likkle Vibes is literally going to be running Adidja Ahim Records, and that is going to be a good look for dancehall. And I can tell you effortlessly, I am confident and proud that he will be able to stand the test of time. Shorty has done a wonderful job. I cannot praise that woman enough. You have so many chicken heads running around in society, so many women who would have taken Vybz Kartel's money, who would have taken Vybz Kartel's imprisonment for a field day and waste it away and have nothing to show for it in terms of legacy in the form of his children. And I can say to you, hats off to that woman. She needs to be praised, she needs to be lauded, and she needs to be given her fair due. She has done an extremely great job with her 3 boys, and wherever she is, she needs to always, just like Vybz Kartel, gets full representation and full glory for what we are seeing transpiring with these 3 young men. She could have been wayward. She could have been a missing mother, a careless mother, as we call it in Jamaica. But she opted not for that. She taught them the value of school. She ensured that they went to school, and she ensured that they were focused and remained in school, which is always the baseline and the catalyst to get to the next level. You hear them talk effortlessly about the importance of school. So it's obvious it's inculcated within them. That aside now, he opened up the interview, as I said, and Winford spoke good about the EP in the sense that he knew that it was tied to Likkle Addy. So he did his interview. He played 2 songs from the EP, and then he basically was saying, man, you're doing good and you're getting on with the girls, etc. So he then got into the meat of the interview where he asked him about, okay, so where have you been? And Liquor Vibes basically saying, listen, we have been focused on school because we had to pause music to focus on school. And then Winford, of course, injected, school is very important. And he's like, yes, school is extremely important. It's very important to us. And then he said he's studying business in school. And then he went further on to say, we're studying business in school because, for one, you can't allow someone else to be managing your work. You need to be hands-on with the business and have a full understanding and a full complement and grasp of all the things that you need to do in the musical industry, because it's not just about making the music, and you can't be in the studio and give your work to someone else. Let's listen to a quick snippet of that piece.
In the studio, doing music, leaving the business part or everything else in management. And
now, people, that was one of my favorite parts of the interview. It goes to show that he's not just speaking out of the side of his mouth or neck. He is actually speaking from experience. And he then further went on to say that he wants to be able to partner with international brands. He wants to be able to partner with international labels. He further spoke to that being one of the key elements that's missing in the musical industry. And everybody who is in music, or anybody who's a fan of music, have always listened. And we can see with our naked eyes that we don't have a lot of big brand pushing dancehall or reggae. You have the Shaggies and you have the Sean Paul's, yes, but you don't have a lot of those people. Most of the stuff are done independently. And like he rightly says, you don't want to get sucked in like a vacuum into the musical industry or contracts with international people. You should be looking more for a partnership. And that is exactly what he says he wants to be looking at. So let's take another listen to that piece. That was another favorite part of mine in the interview.
it would be more like a partnership with Adidjaim Records.
The other favorite part of the interview for me was when Winford again raised the topic of girls and jewelry. He just threw it to the side. He was just frivolous about it. It's like, yeah, whatever, here we go again. And what did he say? Just like my brother Akil said last week, it's just the image. And you can see that these young men are grounded. They know exactly what they want. They know that the focus is music. They know that the focus is putting in hard work. They know that the music is their craft. And they know that they have to understand the business side of it. Another thing that I like about the two interviews thus far, because I can compare them now that they've happened, is both of them effortlessly tell us Icodon is going to be the producer in the group. You would have heard me even reference that in a video. And they are the persons that I've gotten this from. So they are also inculcating it in our heads. Like, listen, we are the artist. We make the music. Our little brother will be producing. And trust me, I have no doubts that he will be on the right path and become a successful producer. Because if you listen to Not Nice's earlier sessions when he said he just started with Vybz Kartel. Remember what he said? Vybz Kartel taught him a lot because he didn't know how to do certain things. And when he met with Vybz Kartel and started doing music with Vybz Kartel taught him a lot of the things that he knows today musically. So I have no doubt that Icodon can take that on and become successful. If you remember Stephen the Genius, he started doing it on or around 14 to 16, and he worked with Vybz Kartel, and that was able to bring him on the next level where he's now a professional. Of course, he had his natural talent, and you can see that the Palmer gentlemen or clan, as I call them, they're intelligent, and I have no doubt that they will continue on the path to greatness. I love the fact that they always looking out for their little brother. They're not talking things without him involved, and that is a good measurement to show you the cohesiveness and the togetherness and the gel that they have as a unit at home. I can tell you, I left that interview feeling proud. I love the fact that he took control. Winford hardly got an opportunity to talk in this interview, in that he was coming with responses. He was constantly talking and he was responsive. He had an answer for everything. And I love the way he closed off the interview by saying, listen to me, this is not about just our own career. We're looking at bringing dancehall to the next level for dancehall and reggae music. In essence, he's saying he's doing it for the culture. Anyway, people, it was a good, solid interview. I gave it 10 out of 10. I have watched it a second time already, and I'll be watching it several times over because I'm sure I missed some critical things because I was so enamored with emotions that Vybz Kartel's legacy will be living on for the next foreseeable future. And I can tell you there's nothing they can do to stop the Gaza. As per usual, let's have a discussion down below in the comment section. If you've not yet subscribed to my channel, please hit the subscription bell. And if you've not yet smashed the like button on this video, smash the like button and send this out. I'm out.